Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Redhead Boo here, back with my next video. So I wasn't actually sure like what type of content I wanted to film today, but as always, you guys know I love collecting different items, and one item in particular is Funko Pops, and I have quite a few. And recently, I'd say over the last few years, I used to do Funko Pop collection videos, and there are quite a few that I don't think I've shown on here. Well, if I have, they've been part of like a what I got for my birthday or like Christmas hauls. So yeah, I just thought, why not film a video today showcasing all of the pops that I've got in the last, I say 2 years, maybe 3. Sorry, that's just a dog in the background. And yeah, so I am gonna have to do it in the style of a vlog, just because I have worked out I've got 25 pops to show, so we're all going to be in like different sections. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy seeing which Funko Pops I have added to my collection. So the first Funko Pop in my Mickey and Friends sort of collection that I haven't actually shown, well, I have shown because it was part of my Disney Fantasy haul, is this that I got from my Secret Mickey, and it is Donald Duck as one of the Dapper Dans. So he looks really cute. I love this Funko Pop so much. I think he's adorable, and I can't have enough Donald merch, so yeah. And then the next one I actually bought as like a part of a bundle on Vinted, which was quite pricey, I will say that now, but I did sort of need to add to my collection. And it is a character which has sort of become a bit of a meme in my life, especially if any of you can remember the Disney Magic and a moment in one of the game shows where I was the only one in the room who knew the answer and shouted out at the top of my lungs, "Scrooge McDuck!" And of course, I had to get Scrooge McDuck because he's just a legend, okay? He is potentially my dream character to meet, so if any chance one day I get the chance to meet him, then I would be a very happy girl. So yeah, I just think he's an adorable Funko. He's a great character, and it's nice to sort of have a bit of merch to do with him, because other than that I don't really have a lot of merch to do with him. But there is a piece in Disneyland Paris that, if it's still available, I might have to purchase, because yeah, he's become a bit of a important character, I guess. So yeah. And then obviously, to go with the DuckTales theme, DuckTales, woo! I don't know why I did that, okay. But you can't have Donald and Scrooge without Donald Duck's 3 nephews. So first I have Huey. He is adorable. I love these Funko Pops so much. I just had to get them because yeah, DuckTales is just iconic. The next obviously is Dewey. So again, very cute. But I know I have technically, I think I have shown this next pop in a video before, probably in another collection, so apologies, but you can't have the other 2 and then not have Louis. So yeah, he is a very cute pop. And then finally, you would only really know this character if you know DuckTales very well, and I don't know if she's related to Huey, Dewey and Louie or like much about her, but finally you have Webby. Again, she's incredibly cute, and she has a little mini Webby doll with her, and I just love this Funko Pop so much. So yeah, I have the whole family of ducks, so I am over the moon with that. And then the next two pops, I know the last one I definitely haven't shown because she is a very recent pop that I've bought. But this pop I don't actually think I've shown in a collection video. I probably have a haul because it was a gift. And if you guys know me and how much I love a Goofy movie and like Goof Troop and obviously like Goofy and this character, I had to get Max Goof. He is just adorable, and Max is my all-time favourite Disney character that I have met now, so and you guys from the vlog will have seen just how excited I was to meet Max, and I just thought because I've now met him I just need something to remember it by. Well, I actually bought that I think before I met Max, so now looking back at that makes me think of the time I met him. So yeah, and obviously as I said, a Goofy movie is a huge part of my obsession with Disney. Like, it is in my top 3 Disney films of all time. So yeah, I just adore it. I think it is such a good film, and as I've said a million times on this channel, easily the most underrated. The songs in the film are everything. The characters, just everything. Yeah, I love them. And the one Funko Pop I sort of knew I needed from this collection was Roxanne, because obviously she is Max's girlfriend, I want to say, and the pop is so nice. And I actually found her on Vinted, I think, and she wasn't actually that pricey. So yeah, anyway, that was all of my Mickey and Friends collection. So stay tuned for the next collection coming up in this video. So the next collection of my Funko Pops Part 5 collection video, I guess is what it's going to be called, are all Disney princesses. Well, one of them technically isn't, but she sort of fit into this section, I want to say. So yeah, so speaking of that particular pop, the first one I have got, now this film is, dare I say it, becoming one of my new favourite films. It's not my favourite Disney film of all time, because we all know what that is. But it is in my top 5, and it is a film that I only recently saw. I want to say in the last, like, I think I watched it in 2024. Yeah, I'm sure I watched it in 2024 or 2025. I can't remember exactly. But I am talking about Wish. And of course, I have the Funko Pop of Asher. I love Wish so much. I love the character of Asher. I think she is incredible. I love the music. I love everything about the film, like the level of humour, the different like Easter eggs to other films, because that was the one that was released as part of Disney 100, and I just think is the perfect film. And yeah, it is one of my favourites. Like, I won't lie, I do absolutely adore it. So yeah, so technically she isn't really a Disney princess, but she is on my Disney princess shelf, so to me she is. And of course, after my sensational meet with this next princess on the Disney Fantasy, and me realising that because I'm such a fan of this particular princess, I don't actually have that much merch to do with her. And of course, I am talking about Cinderella. I adore this pop so much. It is a bit damaged, but because of that I did get it for cheaper on Vinted, so I can't really argue with the price. She's absolutely stunning in her blue dress, in her hair, in a bun, and yeah, I just love her so much. And like I said, I don't have enough Cinderella merch in my life, so I definitely need more. And actually, the next two pops fit in quite well with the whole Disney Fantasy Royal Gathering theme, because the next pop is actually one that arrived yesterday, and Jade actually bought me a Tiana Funko Pop, which I absolutely adore because it's so cute. A Christmas one, which is now stored away because obviously it's not Christmas anymore. But because then that meant there was a gap in my shelf, I sort of thought, you know what, I just need a Princess Tiana everyday Funko Pop that I can have on display. And I got one! And it's actually the Disney 100 collection they did of Funko. So there's like little glittery aspects to her, and this pop is absolutely gorgeous. So I am 100% over the moon with her. I love it so much. Like, and I did enjoy meeting her on the Fantasy. And then the last, well, second to last princess in this collection is, I think, my favourite, like, princess that I interacted with on the Fantasy. So it's not Cinderella. I mean, she was my favourite princess to have like photos with and chat with. But the interactions we had with this princess, so Snow White, were just really lovely. And yeah, I just adored it so much. I just think she's incredibly pretty. Again, not expensive in any way. So yeah, beautiful pop. Love this one. And then the last Disney Princess pop that I have, like, got recently, I couldn't not have this one because obviously I have a tattoo based on this princess. I have sang a karaoke song on the Fantasy of this princess, and it is Moana. I just have so much more of a connection to Moana, and after my love for Moana and Moana 2, I just thought I need a Funko Pop of her. So yeah, I love her so much, and the detail on this pop is just insane. So yeah. Okay, so that was all of my Disney Princess Funko Pops. The next collection is coming up very shortly, so enjoy seeing more. The next collection I am showing is my Disney Miscellaneous. So these are all just like random Disney characters that I have collected recently. So I obviously have a massive obsession with Winnie the Pooh, and after watching Christopher Robin last year, my obsession has grown and grown and grown, and I've realised that I do not have enough Winnie the Pooh merch in my life, just like I don't with Cinderella. So I was like, I need some Winnie the Pooh Funko Pops. And my favourite Winnie the Pooh and gang character is Tigger. So I saw this pop and instantly like fell head over heels in love with it. I just think it's great because he's bouncing, he's got a balloon, he's just happy, and I love Tigger so much. And one of my outfits is actually themed to Tigger for Disneyland Paris in October, and Tigger is very high on my list to meet. So yeah, like, I just can't wait because I love Tigger a lot. And then of course, I can't have a Winnie the Pooh collection of Funko Pops, well, 2 collections really, without having Winnie. And I just thought this is cute because it's Winnie, but he's also holding a pot of honey. So I just thought it was incredibly cute, and I had to get him because I love him so much. Okay, he is one of the best characters in my opinion. So yeah. And then one Funko Pop that I bought, I want to say it was in the summer last year, I think. And I have a bit of an obsession with Lilo and Stitch. Like, I love the films. I think the films are brilliant. I love the live action. But one character that I didn't really know a lot about before I watched the series was Angel. And after watching the series and just knowing a bit more about her and falling in love with her, I just thought I need a Funko Pop of Angel. And I fell in love with this one because it's like Angel in the summer. I obviously bought her in the summer, and she was just like a bit of a sassy queen in this. So I was like, I definitely need this pop in my life, and I bought her and I absolutely adore her. So I just think she's incredibly cute. So yeah, I have Angel. And then the next Funko Pop I am absolutely obsessed with, especially after, again, this is another memory from the Disney Fantasy, but on Pirate Night, I was lucky enough to meet Captain Hook, and ever since that meet happened, I've sort of had a bit of an obsession, I want to say, with Captain Hook. I don't know why, because he is a Disney villain, and at that time I'd always wanted to try and meet a Disney villain, and I was like, I've just got to do it because he's iconic and I love him. And he was such a gent, and I was actually admitted into his Captain Hook's pirate crew. So yeah, love that. And because of that memory, I just thought I need a Captain Hook Funko Pop, and I was searching everywhere and then stumbled across this. And I was like, oh my god, this is everything. So I asked for him for my birthday, I think, and I got him. I was so happy with him. I just, yeah, absolutely love this Funko Pop. So he's brilliant. And then the next one is sort of like, I don't know how to describe this, my Disney crush. Well, I think he's a lot of people's Disney crush, either him or Kristoff, but yeah. And no explanation needed. Flynn Rider, like, iconic character, my favourite, and because I have Rapunzel, I just think I need a Flynn Rider, and he's just incredible. I absolutely adore this because he's got the frying pan, and he's just a suave, incredible character. So yeah, I had to have him. And then the last Disney miscellaneous, well, Marvel miscellaneous character that I recently bought from Toys R Us in Harrogate. I just can't believe Toys R Us is now a thing again. I love that. I do wish there were more Toys R Us because that was my childhood. And I adore Marvel, as you can tell. And one particular film, or like set of films, that I absolutely adore are Guardians of the Galaxy. And my favourite character from Guardians is either Rocket or Groot. And it's like one of the bobbleheads. So he sort of is like the dancing Groot in the little plant pot. So he's technically baby Groot. So yeah, I just love him. I think he's really, really adorable. And yeah, I adore him so much. So yeah, that was my penultimate collection of this part. So tune in for the final part of the collection and see who I have, because I have a great collection coming up next. So my final part of this collection is quite a sad one, because technically this series has now ended, and I am obsessed not just with Disney or Harry Potter, but with Stranger Things. I love it, and obviously it's over, sadly, which I'm gutted about because I miss the characters a lot, and I fell in love with season 5. Like, I do think it was a nice way to end, and I probably will do a video about Stranger Things in the future, hopefully in the next few months or so. And I really liked the Stranger Things season 5 Funkos that they released. I actually have 6 of them so far. I do have one more on the way, which weirdly hasn't arrived yet, so I might have to contact the company who are sending her, because I need this Funko in my life. But the 6 that I have got so far are my favourites, and I mean, I probably will buy more of the collection, because there are 2 more that I have my eye on, potentially 3 or 4 more, so yeah. But I'm just going to show these because, well, I have to start with this particular character, because honestly my reaction when I found out, well, that she was in Henry's Void, I was like, oh my god. And the episode where she actually wakes up is so emotional. I did cry because I have an obsession with this character, and it is Max Mayfield. I just love what they did with Max's character in this season in particular. I just think her and Holly's friendship was beautiful, and obviously her coming back to Lucas and the way they did it was so stunning. And yeah, and this pop and the level of detail is insane. So yeah, I just have to start with Max. And then obviously another super strong female character in the Stranger Things series is, of course, 11. And I love this pop. Out of all of the 11 pops, this was the one to me that stood out the most. I think it's because it's her outfit, that again, the level of detail is insane. I just think she's beautiful, and she's an incredible character. And Millie Bobby Brown and Sadie Sink both did incredible jobs on their characters. So yeah. And then the next pop that I have from the collection is 11's dad, Hopper. I just, again, the level of detail on this pop is insane. I love Hopper. I've loved him from season 1, and just seeing his bond with Elle and everything that happens, especially his sort of bond with Mike as well, and then obviously his blossoming romance of Joyce, which is incredible to see. And yeah, I just think this Funko is incredible, and again, like I've said, the level of detail, you can't go wrong. Just look. Incredible. Amazing. We love. So yeah. And then the next character that I have from the collection is probably one of my other favourites, and it is Dustin, and he's wearing the Hellfire top, the cap, jacket. I just love this Funko so much. I think he's incredible, and yeah, love him a lot. And then I couldn't have Max and not have this next character. Technically, well, he is her boyfriend, Lucas Sinclair. I just think he's amazing. He's got the music, which obviously he's trying to help Max come back. He's got the scarf, his outfit, his wild hair, his amazing hair, and yeah, just love this one. And of course, I couldn't do a Stranger Things collection and not have Steve. So, everyone who loves Steve, this is for you. And his incredible hair, and just again, the level of detail is incredible. But anyway, that was all of my Funko Pops I've collected over the past, I want to say 2 years. I honestly hope you enjoyed this video. I do really enjoy making collection videos, so again, if you do want to see more, then just let me know, because I will happily do more for you. And yeah, but anyway, see you in about 2 weeks for my next video. And if you did enjoy today's content, please do not forget to like and subscribe, because the support is genuinely amazing and means so much. I do have a lot more content planned, so yeah. But for now, I guess this is Redhead Boo signing out. Bye everyone!